Some women don't chase, and yet, they're never forgotten. They do not burn themselves to keep another warm. They do not scatter their soul across the floors of men's uncertainty. They move like the tide, unhurried, inevitable, and in their wake, those who once held them wonder why their hands now feel so empty. The archetypal setup. There is a woman who has met the wrong man, many times. Each face different, each story wrapped in its own disguise, yet beneath it, the same architecture. A man whose eyes carry both promise and absence. A man whose touch feels like home, until it doesn't. In Jung's language, he is not just a man, he is the projection of her animus, the mirror of her unclaimed shadow. And without knowing, she pours her longing into him, mistaking the reflection for reality. Psychological tension builds. The wrong man is rarely a villain. He is simply unfinished, a fortress of ego wrapped around a boy who never met the parts of himself he buried. He is drawn to her light, yet frightened by it. So he feeds her just enough warmth to keep her near, yet withholds the one thing she truly needs, a place to rest her heart. She, too, is unfinished, a tapestry woven from both beauty and absence. And her absence calls to his absence like a secret language neither can stop speaking. First turning point, shadow recognition. They orbit each other, mistaking tension for chemistry. In the silence between his messages, she feels the same ache she knew in childhood, the love that had to be earned, the gaze that could be lost. In the Stoics' world, desire is dangerous because it makes the soul a hostage. In Jung's world, it is dangerous because it makes the soul forget its own source of fire. Here, she begins to see it, the man before her is not the cause of her ache, he is the trigger, the echo, the messenger of what was never healed. Second turning point, the inner confrontation. The nights grow longer. She begins to sense the hidden transaction, her worth traded for moments of attention, her softness for a fleeting claim of being chosen. But the deeper truth comes quietly, he cannot give what he does not possess. In the shadows, she meets her own reflection, the part of her that believed love must be chased, proven, fought for. And she asks it the question no one asked before, who taught you that you had to earn the right to be kept? Third turning point, detachment and power shift. The wrong man feels the shift before she speaks it. Her laughter no longer bends toward his approval. Her gaze no longer searches for permission. Something within her is withdrawing, not out of anger, but out of recognition. The Stoics called this freedom, to desire nothing that depends on another. Jung called it individuation, the reclaiming of one's soul from the grip of unconscious patterns. She is no longer the woman at his gate, she has found the road back to herself. Archetypal empowerment. And now she walks differently. Her steps carry the weight of one who has faced the abyss and named it. She understands that attraction is not always truth, that sometimes, the fire is only a warning, not an invitation. The wrong man may still appear in her life, but she no longer mistakes him for destiny. She is the queen archetype now, not because she rules over him, but because she rules over herself. And in that sovereignty, the wrong man becomes irrelevant. Closing, liberation line. The man will remember her, the quiet way she closed the door, the absence that spoke louder than her presence. But she will not wait for him to knock. She will not stand in the ruins of her own boundaries. Because the woman who walks away in silence isn't weak. She simply sees more.